then for Christmas, I got a portable watercolor set, and I haven't gone around using it because I've been busy, but finally found some time to just sit down and try it out. I have looked inside, even if I haven't exactly had time to like use it. And this is actually Tobio's watercolor set. I don't know who Tobio is, but apparently they have an Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Pinterest, so feel free to check them out. So I'm just like looking through some of these instructions. That was the Spanish side. That makes a lot of sense. All right. So this is in English. All right. All right. Okay. So what it looks like is that this is the watercolor set palette, but you get to put your own watercolor in it. So let's see. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, so get that out of the way because I'm going to keep messing with it otherwise. But you get to choose 8 colors to put in here. And then you could have like a little bit of water there. This is really cute. Ooh, and it comes with watercolor. I have actually, I'm gonna move the box even though it's really cute. I've actually never had like the watercolor where it's like still in paint form. I've always had like the watercolor cakes. So I'm excited to try this one out. I'm gonna take everything out of the packaging. I believe that this is actually the water color paper. I was confused on what this was at first, but this looks really nice. Ooh. I've never had square watercolor paper before. So like, I don't know how, this doesn't feel very thick, but I'm gonna trust that this will work out, question mark. And then it comes with a, oh my gosh, I don't know how to describe this, but you put it on your wrist, and then the paper should, in theory, stick. I don't think that's how that works. Oh, this is what you wipe the brush on, which this is the brush. I have seen brushes like this before, where you put the water in here, and you like squeeze it a little bit, and it comes out the tip. So that's fun. Now we get to the part I'm most excited about, putting the watercolor on the palette. So I'm trying to decide what colors do I want to do. I get to choose 8 and they give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that means you don't get 4 of the colors. It says that there is supposed to be this color, and I love me some good purples, but I'm not seeing that. This might be it, actually. Oh, only one way to tell. Oh, it has like cute, has this on it. Because it's like only purple, I'm gonna automatically have it. I'll be trying to open this. I'm gonna use my lights to take off. But that's fine, I swear. I'm gonna do this 12 times. Just realized. This is horrible. Okay, this is either a really smart or really stupid idea. Okay, it's not a bad idea, it just didn't work. Trying to find a thinner brush. Or you know what? A pencil would probably work fine. Put the lead in. Just looking at this, the purple, okay, so this is definitely the Royal Plum. It just comes in a different color tube, I guess. I'm gonna put me at, okay, wait, before I put anything in, oh my gosh, I can just, all right, new development. So instead of painstakingly taking off all the little bits of metal, I'm definitely going to add white because I use white watercolor paint a lot. You can just, if you see the tip of the lid, if it will focus, there's a little bit of a point there. If you didn't know, points can break stuff, so gosh, it's not breaking this one. I'm having a great time right now, if you can't tell. I just want my white paint. Is it just dried out? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so I just had to use a pencil. I don't know, it wasn't working earlier. So I know for sure that I'm gonna add white. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like, all right, and first color it down. It was not nearly as satisfying as the videos online that I've saw of these, but you know, social media is always prettier than real life. So I want a purple. Okay, I want blue. Would it be smart to add 2 blues? Probably. I know I probably want red. I'm gonna want green. I just like these greens better, and if I want a lighter green, I can add it to white, which I already added, so I'm at 6. Probably yellow to finish off the primary colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I could pick one more. I could make orange with the red and the yellow, so I'm not too worried about that. I can just lighten this green because I like blue greens better than yellow greens. I don't know if I really need like purpley pink because I can just mix the purple with a little bit of the red. It should end up good. I can mix brown. I don't like mixing browns though. Oh wait, no, this is Venetian red. I don't think that's really a red. I don't see myself using that dark of brown, and I can mix brown together. So I think I'm gonna use black. Perfect process of elimination. See, that was so smooth. I'm gonna put black and white at the top. Okay, so that one is a lot wetter than the white one, so I don't know if there's something wrong with the white formula, or I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it because I don't particularly care. It's watercolor. You have to add water to it anyway. I think I want to go and just color order from here though. So here's red. I'm gonna hold up so you can see how I'm adding it. It's like not coming out like the white one. Let's see if that helped. Nice, glossy. Looks like it's gonna settle in nicely. I'm gonna put it back where it goes. Now, next up is yellow because I'm not adding orange. Gonna add in the yellow. Okay, it's not like popping all the way through. I don't know if I'm just like not going far enough in. I don't know if it's like not piercing a layer or something. It's weird. Oh, got it. It's gotta be a little extra with it. Nice. I think there's just something wrong with my white paint, in all honesty, which is fine. I don't really use white that much anyway. It's just nice to have. So yeah. I'm trying to make those look nice. It's not working. Okay, next up, my beautiful forest green. Oh, that's like, I didn't even read it, but like, that's the name of the color. Nice. Now, all right. She got a little messy, but you know, that's fine. God, my hand just cramped for a second. Not very nice. Okay, I'm thinking dark blue, light blue, and then purple. Why? No particular reason. Gonna pop another seal. I think this is by far the worst part of the design. Like, it's just not like breaking the seal. But that can easily be fixed with a pencil. See? Now she's ready to be used. Nice. Alright, putting my paints back as I'm using them, like any responsible person does. Just so you know, I'm not a responsible person. I think I'm being possessed today or something. Okay, time for the blue, light blue. Okay, like pierce it only a little bit. I think that's fine. Here we go. It should settle in. And then the best for last. If you do not know, purple is my favorite color. And this purple is different from what it looks like on the outside. All right. See? Beautiful. Now, I'm trying to decide if I'm supposed to wait and just like let it dry or if it's fine. Let me just find English. Okay, so gently pull apart the tube in half once open. Pick 8 colors to fill. Fill your water bottle. Brush. Alright, so it looks like I need to get some water. But in theory, I should be able to close this and it won't make a mess. Ooh, that was a very nice sound. One more time for the ASMR. Beautiful. Should be able to close it. And the way you're supposed to have this is with this. And like, I don't know how this is supposed to be held. Interesting. So I think you're supposed to have this on your non-dominant hand, which would be this one. Then hold this. And then like this. Then you would have water in here. You'd take this and then have water in here and then mix it up. All right, so I'm gonna refill this with water. Actually, I'm just gonna add water in here for the first time and then I will be right back. Real quick, before we move on, I just wanna say 10 out of 10 design choice because the lid sticks to the end of the watercolor brush. the amount of times I've had something like markers that don't do that is very frustrating. And I just want to say it's 10 out of 10 brush in that remark. How well it will actually be when I use it, absolutely no clue, but that's what we're about to find out. Alright, I'm back and I filled up the brush, but you probably can't tell because, you know, water is clear. Revolutionary. Now, I have figured out what I would like to draw. My little profile picture that you probably see, well, this is a long form video, so you will see if you go down and hit that like and subscribe button. I know that was really bad, but I think that's really funny. So I'm gonna mix a skin tone to start off with. So I like mixing colors together. My nicest watercolor set that I have is 3 colors, you know, red, yellow, and blue. And you have to mix every color you want to use with them together. So I'm practically a pro. But I'm using so little of this, I can't really tell what color this is. I added water to this because I accidentally squeezed it. I think I'm just going to go with this color. Why not? But yeah, it's a lovely color. I like how pastel it is. It's pretty. Gotta do that 3/4 angle because that's what you gotta do. Gotta also draw in that neck, which would be farther back, but you know, you can only do so much. And I'm gonna lightly sketch in with like this barely pigmented water what I want the rest of her to be. I'm gonna make sure to get her ears as well because humans have those. Oh my gosh, I made the perfect amount of that color because like that was the last of it. So very cute. Just gonna make sure it has ample time to dry. And actually I'm gonna mix up a brown. First thing you want to do if you want to mix up a brown is put red, then yellow, then blue. And you want to mix them together. Now because of the color, it needs more red. Wait, that was too much red. It's yellow. Now it needs a little more blue. I'm gonna use a darker blue now, just because I think it'd be nice. I think I thought correctly. You can still kind of see the separate colors. I don't know why it's not mixing properly. Try to put a little bit of water to like, I don't know. I'm a professional, I swear. Actually, I'm not a professional, but I will swear. Gosh darn it. Sorry, should have put trigger warning. I think that's a nice color. So, gonna start with some luscious locks. And I actually cut my hair shorter, so I'm gonna make the hair color, the hair style shorter as well. I didn't actually add any water in my colors, so it's looking a little dry right now, but you know, it's fine. Oh, you're seeing some of the yellow that didn't mix in her hair right now. Alright, I gotta mix up more brown. It's gonna be a different color from the rest of the brown, but you know, you gotta work with what you got, and I got colors. Now I think I added too much blue because it's like an unnatural brown. Add more red. She's looking pretty. Adding in some yellow. Oh, she does look decent. Add a little more red. Nope, I need more yellow. Yeah, she's a little bit of a different color, but you know, it's fine. Art's not supposed to be perfect. It's just supposed to be Oh, and now I get to use this for the first time. Alrighty. Now I'm gonna do my shirt. Oh, actually my hoodie. So I'm gonna do this blue, push a little bit of water out. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I kicked my the stand I have this on. All right. Now I'm gonna paint my shirt. I've actually went through a lot of the yellow already. Oh, it's probably because I got way too much on here. I'm gonna wipe this off. Now I'm gonna paint some shadows with a little bit of this orange I just mixed up. Alright, and then rinse it off. Oh, I don't think I explained, but I'm starting to do some shadows now with this red because I put way too much on her lips. Like my brush. I'm gonna take some more of this brown paint and add some more volume to onto the hair. Now I'm gonna finish off the eyes. Alrighty, add a little bit more color. Oh my gosh, that's way too orange. Oh my gosh, I use this just red. Oh dear Lord. You know what, it's fine. Honestly, I think that's pretty cute. I might paint one more thing just because I'm not fully satisfied with how this looks. So, take this. Hopefully it's fully dry. Oh, and actually the paper is pretty nice. Alright, it didn't bleed through. That's what I'm commenting on. And then, boop. I'm gonna try a little landscape. So I'm gonna first start with some green, but of course not this color green, a lighter green, a whiter green, now gonna make sure I add plenty of water. Oh no, I added way too much water. Oh no, it's falling apart and I've only done like 3 brush strokes. We can layer the hills. You know, they are alive with the sound of music. The hills. No, I got green on a sheet that probably shouldn't have gotten green on it. You know what? It's fine. That's just art, baby. Now, we get to do the sky. I don't want this dripping into the green. All right, I'm going to go in with some of this darker blue. Just try to fade it out a little bit. Just have some streaks of darker color. Alrighty. It kind of looks stormy. I like it. Now I want to see how potent this white is, I guess. And see if I can add some like... no. I don't think it's going to show up. But also that's like the lightest part of the paper. I think I'm going to leave that alone, actually. Maybe add in a tree, since I do have a little bit of brown left up here. Oh my gosh, I didn't mix it in good enough, apparently. And then I'm gonna add some green for the leaves, because trees have those. All right, I'm gonna add some grass, just some like, cool. All right, I think I'm done. So that's all I plan on doing today. I like this watercolor set, and I do recommend it if you are interested. I do think the colors are pretty nice. I don't know the price because again, this was a gift, and it was Tobio's watercolor set. So if you're interested, you should check them out. And if you got this far in the video, you clearly like my content. So if you want YouTube to know that you like this type of content, you should like and subscribe. Again, here's the first photo just before I close it. It's dry enough to close. So I'm going to undo the clip, and I'm going to shut this. I know I'm supposed to wipe this out actually, and since I'm gonna have to clean this armband anyway, I might as well just like that's pretty good. Now I'm going to close this. So if you were realistically going somewhere and were going to use this, you'd bring your little sketch pad. You'd have to bring this. I don't know how you're supposed to like store this, honestly. I guess you would just clip. It's not the strongest of clips, honestly. And then you'd bring this and your watercolor brush, and that's very compact for just like going on an art trip or like going on a vacation or something. And yeah, and you would obviously have to fill this up. This is how much water I used for this, but I also did use a lot more than I was anticipating. Sorry, it's bothering me that like the bristles are like getting stained. I'm trying to be very gentle because again, this is a new brush. That's better. So overall, I really like this set. I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10. The packaging was a little bit hard to open for these. The sketch paper feels a little thin, so I'm sure if I use too many layers, it would probably bleed through, but it hasn't yet, so I don't think I'm going to deduct anything from this. And I don't know about the brush. This might also just be because I'm new to it. Like, it doesn't like clean, and it feels like these are like plasticky, and it's just But again, that's my personal opinion. This is a great watercolor set, honestly. So thanks for watching, and I hope you liked the video.